Well, hello Internet. This video will be exploring about various pattern analysis tools available in ArcGIS. So without further ado, let's get started. I have opened a blank template of ArcMap. Now I have some demo data. Let me just quickly add it. If your folder does not appear here, then you can always connect folder using this button, connect to folder, but I have already connected, so I'm going to add the weather stations, the weather station point that I have, and we'll be exploring various techniques, various methods we have here for pattern analysis. First, let's find out the mean center of this tool. I've added the data. These are the points of some weather stations. First, we will be finding out the mean center. How do we do that? For that, you can simply go to search. If it does not appear here, then you can click this button, search, and then you can search for the tools. Mean center. Press enter, and here we have the Spatial statistics tool for mean center. When we click that, then the tool might take some time to load. Okay, now since it's loaded, as you can see, it shows the mean center using the various points. So let's find the mean center of weather stations. Select an input feature, select mean weather stations, and output wherever you want the output to be. I'll select inside this geodatabase. Mean center, save, and that's it. Just press OK. Completed. So that's where our mean center is. Then we'll also find median center, but before doing that, since we want to save all our data in one place, how about we change the environment? That way you can also learn how to change the environment settings. Go to geoprocessing and click environments. Then here, now here in environments, we will be selecting workspace. So where do we want our workspace to be? Current workspace, we want it to be here, right? Yeah. Just add it. So that's where we want all the data to be saved, and it's all good. Okay, now in search, let's search for median center. In another video, I have shown how to do these things in ArcGIS Pro, but here, okay, median center. Okay, click OK. Here we can see that's where the median center is, and green is shown by mean center. So these are close but not exactly over each other. Let's also analyze the pattern. As we can see, what does this interpret? Most of the data are close to this. The weather stations are very nearby towards the mean center, so the pattern is seen sparsely distributed in other places, but closely distributed in this place. Now how about we find the directional distribution, right? That's what we're going to find. You can search for distribution or directional distribution and click it. Then let's input our weather stations as input feature. Directional distribution and click OK. Good. Now we can see how the data is distributed. So if we go to the attribute table, right click it and open attribute table, then here we can find the rotation value. So how is the data distributed? The direction of the data is 79.84 degrees. That's how we can find the rotational value of the directional distribution. So till now we have calculated and we have plotted the median center and directional distribution. What's next? What if we want to analyze the data and find out the outliers? For that we have geostatistical analyst tool, and in this we can explore the data. But in your ArcGIS you might not see this tool at first. So what do we need to do first? At first go to we should go to customize and extensions. Okay, and make sure you have the spatial analyst ticked. Okay, make sure it is the geostatistical analyst extension is ticked. So only then you can add this toolbar, only then this will work. And right click at somewhere empty space, then check mark the geostatistical analyst. Then this toolbar will appear. It might appear as floating or docked in there. After that, let's plot a histogram. How about that, right? Let's click histogram. What do you see? Well, we got an error. The data from directional distribution contains insufficient number. So you see, we have selected directional distribution. That's why we get this error. Instead, we need to select weather station. That's the histogram we want to get from weather stations. So after selecting that, I'm going to geostatistical analyst, explore data, and histogram. Now we get the histogram. What do we see? For the attribute of elevation, it's not normally distributed, right? But let's see about temperature. It seems normally distributed, but there's also a value there. It's outlier. Where's the outlier? If you select it, then we can see that that's the outlier, right? That value can influence our data when we interpolate the temperature. That's why it's important to find the outliers, what might cause an error, and remove it or correct it. Also, we can see some very valuable information here, like the count, minimum value, maximum. So minimum is 8.8, the temperature, minimum temperature is 8.8, maximum is 70.2, the mean value, standard deviation, skewness, kurtosis, first quartile, median, third quartile. That's all the data we can get here. If you want to add it to a layout, then you can also click the button add to layout. That's how we can create a histogram. Next, we will again go to geostatistical analyst, explore data, and we will be plotting a normal QQ plot or a general QQ plot. So if we click the normal QQ plot, we have this comparing with the standard normal value. So elevation is, you see, it's not normally distributed, but temperature, it is kind of normally distributed, but again, it's the same outlier that we can see is not following the pattern. So that's how we can analyze and interpret this diagram, this QQ plot as well. If it's in one single line close by, then it's normally distributed, otherwise it's not. let's also create a Voronoi map. So as discussed in another video, the Voronoi map cannot be created in ArcGIS Pro, but only in ArcMap we have this feature. Let's click it, Voronoi map, then it's as easy as that. We have a Voronoi map created right here. So normally we see the entropy, we use the entropy, which shows the stillness of the weather station, the change in values. If we explore this, then we can see that there are elevation. I should be looking at temperature here. So we can see a pattern of temperature here, right, everywhere. Let's go to simple and see there's a dark value there, right? If you can see that. So that's the we see there's a pattern. The pattern exists here towards the center. There's lighter or lower temperature, but towards the end we see there's a darker temperature, right? But this one is an outlier. And which value is this? Yes, it's the same outlier. So using Voronoi map as well, we can understand the outliers. So that's Voronoi map. You can always add it using add to layout button as well. Next, how about we create a Semivariogram or covariance cloud. Just click that, and there we see the semivariance. The data that are widely distributed, these might contain some error, and we can see they are all the link between the data and other outliers. That's what we can see here as well in the semivariogram, right? And in temperature, if we select any outlier, then we can see how it's linked to that one outlier, right? That was the outlier that we found in other diagram as well. So that's semivariogram, and there's also a covariance cloud that we can see. If they are all in one single line, then that's data having normal curve, otherwise it's not. That is how we can see the semivariogram as well. So there are other options as well which you can explore. So I hope that helps about learning about pattern of the data, exploring the data. Also, to explore the data, always refer to attribute tables, because those contains very important, very useful data, as you can see here as well. Thank you everyone for watching the video. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.